Avatar Aang versus Avatar Korra. Who's better? Find out in this video, starting now. Did you ever see those comments about, oh, Aang is a terrible character and a terrible avatar, and Korra's much better? Or vice versa, with Korra being a piece of shit and Aang being much better? Well, this video is gonna kind of try to maybe possibly attempt to debunk both of those opinions. Now I am a fan. I'm a fan of Avatar, to say the least. I'm a fan of Korra, to say the least. To say the least. I absolutely love this show. I love the franchise, and I just find it so weird how people can just go, oh, Aang sucks, Korra's better, or Korra sucks, Aang's better. They're both great characters. They're both great characters. They're flawed like a real person would be. They have problems that they have to work out. How can you say that these characters are bad or one's better than the other? Like, sure, there's characters that are better than other characters, but it shouldn't be about competition. These characters are great. They're the main characters in an incredible story. I just find it so funny how people completely disregard the fact that Aang was this really shy kid who grew up in a monk kind of environment and didn't want to do his duty as the Avatar. And then he develops into this really strong spiritual character who is willing to shape his future the way he sees fit and not the way his past lives tell him he should. That's a great character. And with Korra, a very brash person who only cares about fighting because it's awesome and turns into this really mature woman who is literally willing to essentially take a bullet for her enemy at the end of season 4. How is that a bad character? I just find that so mind-boggling. How people say, oh, Aang's much better, Korra's a piece of shit, or nah, Korra's better, pfft, Aang's a piece of shit. What? What? These characters are great. They have flaws like a real person should be or should have. They have relatable personalities. They're funny. They're smart. Like, their development is spot on. I just don't see how you can just say one's much better than this one because they're shit. People have their opinions on characters. I get it. Um, I have I have opinions about characters. I think some characters are better than others, but not in bias. I see that they are better characters. I don't just go, oh, they're better because I like this one. No, I like that one better because I don't really like that one. No, I look at it critically. I look at it like, well, not only I'm not some robot that just goes, oh, well, this character is technically better than this one, so I'm gonna like that one. No, it's not necessarily like that. I do have my own preferences, and I'm normal, but you can't just say that, oh, well, that character's not as good as this one, so that one's a piece of shit. You don't do that. Like, sure, you might like Korra more than Aang, or Aang more than Korra, but you can't just go, oh, Aang's a piece of shit and Korra's better, or Korra's a piece of shit, Aang's better. It just doesn't make sense. They're both brilliantly written characters, and they have their own flaws to get through, and they develop perfectly, I think. So I just find it so weird. And if it has to do with, like, Aang versus Korra in a fight, I'm sorry to break it to you, but this isn't a Shonen Jump anime. It's not even an anime. So if you're willing to go, oh, well, this character's better because he's stronger and he has more abilities, or she's stronger and she has more abilities. No. That doesn't define a good character. It doesn't define a good character. If you have a character that's able to blow up planets by flicking them, and I know a few, or shoot lasers out of their eyes and blow up solar systems, does that make them a better character than somebody who has a more relatable personality, has more realistic flaws and goals, and is just a much more likable character? Does that make them better? Really? If Korra is stronger than Aang, what does it change? If Aang's stronger than Korra, what does it change? Nothing. They're both great characters, and hopefully you see that.